guess what? We're back. I'm the Penguin.
I'm the chef.
And today we're going to do video number 2 of 4 in our Salute to the Philippines.
Mga kaibigan.
Mga kaibigan, which is Philippine for friends. So, again, this was not this particular item, but the actual thought and the series was a request from Mama Dede and Sarah Jane from Sarah Jane's Journey. I linked her channel in our last video. I will link the last video and their channel in this video, and Baby Luna. So you guys can go check them out too.
Luna.
So anyway, it's Labor Day weekend, so I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Our U.S. friends, our Canadian friends, and our friends from around the world that are just celebrating the weekend for whatever reason you may be. We just hope everybody's having a great weekend.
And being safe.
Yes, being safe. That is of the utmost importance, is that everybody is safe and healthy. So, what we did the other night is we made lumpia, which is one of the foods that Philippines is most famous for.
They were good.
Yeah, very good. And that's one of their favorites. Well, we're going to be doing another. I'm kind of trying to focus on... Sorry, I'm going to throw something away. Focusing on appetizer, side dish, main dish, and dessert.
Hey, I can't fit in that trash can.
You're not trash.
You said you were throwing me away.
No, I said I had to throw something away.
There you go.
Not you. I would never throw you away.
Yeah, I won't fit in that trash can. You have to get a bigger trash can.
So when we did the lumpia, we did the appetizer. So what we're going to do tonight is just a simple main dish, a simple side dish that the Philippines is famous for. And then tomorrow we'll go on to do our main dish.
Gimme. I'm hungry.
Yeah, Chef is munching on chips and dip, chips and salsa. Some of his homemade Chi-Chi's Garden Fresh salsa.
Just good.
That he made the other day. So anyway, we're going to work on this. And like I said, it's very simple. This, I will tell you that this is one of the side dishes that you don't want to have if you're on a date night. So,
or if you happen to be dating a vampire.
Yes, or if you're dating a vampire, because he's not going to want to have anything to do with you either. But if you're wanting something that is just explosive in flavor, and you may look at it and think, but it's so simple. No, you would just have to make it and try it, because you will be really, really surprised. So, we're going to be making what's called garlic fried rice. Fried rice in the Filipino language is called Sinangag. That's how you pronounce it. It's Sinangna, or Sinangag, I believe is how it's spelled. It's pronounced Sinangag. It's the G, first G is not even actually, it's kind of silent. Garlic in Filipino language is called bawang, which is kind of funny because in the Malay language, when you say bawang refers to onion. In Filipino language, onion has a totally different name. So, this fried rice...
I would like some bawang in my potatoes, please.
You bout bawang? Bout bawang means you smell like onion.
I want some bawang in my fried taters.
You eat this, you're going to bout bawang. You're going to smell like garlic. But it's so good. So in this bowl right here, I have 12 cloves of garlic. Again, you want to use the real garlic. You don't want to use the garlic in the jars. If that's all you have, go for it. You may want to add a little extra. But to get the real flavor of this dish, you're going to want to use the real thing.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Lions and tigers and garlic. Oh my.
Onions and parsley and garlic. Oh my. Okay. Now, the other part to this is whenever you make fried rice, and I know a lot of you already know this, when you make fried rice, and yes, my hands are clean, you want to make your rice a day or two ahead of time.
Yeah, I made the rice.
You can either put it in the freezer or put it in the refrigerator. You want it to be clumpy like this. When you break it apart, it just kind of, this is the way you want it to be. You don't want it to be sticky. You know how when you have fried rice at a Chinese restaurant, it has that little bit of a tough bite to it, but it tastes so good. That's what you want. You want your rice to be at least a day old or 2 days old. That's going to give you your better texture. Other than that, we're just going to have a couple of eggs here, and I'm going to have a little bit of green onion for just the topper when we're done. But it's all just a process. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this started. I have to chop up these. Now, you don't want to smash them up. You want to dice them up. Really fine diced. So, I'm going to get ready to do that. I'm not going to make you stick around and watch me. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off while I get this done. And when it's all done, then I'll bring you guys back and I see myself talking with my hands. Again. So I'm going to get this chopped up and I'll be back. Okay guys, we're all back. And I got all the 12 cloves of garlic chopped up.
Well, you can really smell it in here.
Yeah, can you set this over there please? So I'm going to get the electric skillet heated up. Been kind of nice using this as opposed to the stove, but I could have used the wok on the stove, but I didn't. And so I want about a tablespoon of oil. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of oil in. And give that just a minute to heat up. So I thought while I was waiting on that to heat up a little bit, I would show you what we got from the yard sales yesterday. Some of the stuff. Chef picked me up 4 big mums. That wasn't at a yard sale, it was just at a street side sale. I got 4 big mums. We bought some bales of straw.
Way cheaper than you can get stuff at the store.
Yeah. He got me this, which I thought was super cute. You can see this. I only paid $1 for this. It had the tag on the bottom that said $15.99 from Hobby Lobby, I think. So I just washed it up and we filled it full of candies. So, and then he got me these flowers back here, if you can see those. These flowers, they were in a different vase, which is kind of creepy looking. So he went into Dollar General and picked me out one of these metal pails. It's got pumpkins all over it.
It was in a brown shiny urn type.
Yeah, kind of like an urn type thing. So kind of creepy, but I thought it'd be really great for Halloween. So we'll just paint it up black or something. And then while he was in the Dollar General, he picked me up this Happy Harvest dish towel, falls in the air. And then one of the things that I spotted this yesterday at a sale. And I'm all about cast iron. So if you guys can see this, this is another little cast iron Dutch oven. It's very heavy.
Very heavy.
Yeah.
Very heavy for small.
It's enamel coated cast iron. And inside at the place where he got my mums, the lady was selling these.
These are supposedly handmade. She said she hand makes them.
It says live, love, laugh with butterflies. And then he got me this one. It says you pick, harvest, pumpkin patch. So that was super cute. But yeah, this is a good size cast iron casserole dish. We got it for $5. It's kind of faded because it was raining, but $5. Absolutely love it because all of my other Lodge cast iron cookware is red like that. I did get one new recently that I didn't do the unboxing online, but I ordered it from Sam's because they had a really good deal on it. But I'll show it to you guys one day, but it was in blue.
And you looked this one up, didn't you?
Yeah, I looked that one up and it was like $99 or somewhere around $100 for that one. Okay. So, got my oil in here and just letting it heat up a little bit. Now, we don't want this to get very hot. So we're going to cook the garlic on low. And the reason being is because we don't want it to burn, because when garlic burns, it gives a bitter taste. So we're going to do it on low. Once it starts to reach a little golden brown, we're going to take it out. So I'm going to do just a little bit more oil. Maybe about 2 tablespoons in this pan right here. About 2 tablespoons. All right. I'm going to go ahead and dump the garlic in. All of the garlic. Every bit of the garlic. Keep the vampires away. So anyway, there was a young lady that left a comment on our, we got notification earlier. She left a comment on our video where we had made foods in salute to the band Queen, Freddie Mercury and Queen. And she told us that she was going to be making some of Freddie's favorite foods tomorrow, because tomorrow is Freddie Mercury's birthday. So, not sure if she's going to do an actual video of it or not. Chef did send her a message asking, but we haven't got a reply yet. So, if she makes a video of it, that'd be great. We'd love to see that. But she said she was going to be making the ribs and onion sauce and chili con carne that we made on our Queen Band's favorite foods. So, we hope she does and hope it turns out good for her. But, so again, we just want to cook this garlic until it starts to get like a little light, just a little golden brown. When it does, we're going to shut the heat off and we're going to take the garlic out of the pan. Now, you don't want to take all the oil out. You want to leave the oils in there, because we're trying to flavor up the oil so that it has that garlic, flavor. So I'm just going to stir it frequently, because again, we don't want it to burn. We just want it to get a nice golden brown. And garlic is very good for the health, as most people know. High in antioxidants that help fight cancer. Same with onions. We use garlic and onions in just about everything that we fix. And we know that our Filipino friends know how to cook some really, really good food. So, and they too cook with a lot of onions and a lot of garlic. So we're starting to get a little bit golden. I'm going to let it go a little bit more here. And then I'll shut the camera off while I get all this out of the pan. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off while I get my garlic out of the pan, and I'll be back. Okay, so now I have all the garlic out. So I'm going to take my oil that's in the pan, and I'm just kind of making sure that it's spread around. And yeah, there's a couple of little pieces of garlic left in there. So now I'm going to turn my burner up, because the key to this rice is once we start it, you want to get it in the pan and you want to leave it alone. Let it cook on each side for like 3 to 5 minutes. We want to get a little bit of a crust on it. We want to get that good garlic flavor from the oil that's in the pan. Smells so good. It gives the rice a little bit of a nutty flavor too. Kind of like us, we're kind of nutty, right? Kind of nutty. Nutty, honey.
I'm more like a mound.
Mound. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. I'm just breaking up my rice a little bit. I meant to get them all broke up when I was talking about it, but
one of our favorite meals we have for comfort food a lot is steak and rice.
Yeah.
Steak and fried rice that I make. It's a good way to take cheaper pieces of steak and get them to tender up when you cook them before you add the rice.
I did have this a lot when I was in Malaysia. Even though it's a Filipino food, there's a lot of Philippine people live in Malaysia. So it was one thing that I had frequently there, and it is very, very good. So we just want to let it, I just got it spread out in here. We just want to let it sit here for like 3 to 5 minutes. You can check it out when you feel like it's starting to get crust on it, or if you peek and it's starting to get a little golden crust on it, then we're going to flip it around and stir it around. We're not going to put our garlic back in right just yet though. So as soon as that gets to that point, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Now, if you can see in here, I've let it go. See how when I slide it, I mean, this is a good non-stick pan right here. When you slide it, everything moves. So it's been about 5 minutes. So I'm going to flip it over, and this has been on medium-high until, if you can see if I can get a piece out there. If you can see that nice golden brown on that rice, that's what you're looking for. You want a nice golden brown color. So we're going to get this all flipped over.
You tell them we seen Santa today?
Oh, we went to the lake today. Yeah, that's a good thing. We went to the lake today to see my brother because he's running the vending trailer. My brother and sister-in-law. My sister-in-law was able to go today because so far her brother's doing okay.
We give them tomatoes out of the garden. That's what they have on their sandwiches today.
Yeah. So anyway, the chef was craving one of their pork tenderloins that they always make in their food trailer. And so we went down there, and after we got our sandwiches, we were sitting by the edge of the water. And there was this guy standing out there, and I looked over at him, and I kept saying, man, he looks familiar. He looks familiar. And I was like, he looked like a fictional character. And I'm like, who does he look like? Who does he look like? So I told Chef, I said, look at that guy over there. I said, doesn't he remind you of the Santa Claus? Chef calls him the Skinny Claus.
Yeah.
What is it? Santa Claus is coming to town, or the year without a Christmas?
I can't remember.
It's the one where there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus, and Santa Claus loses a lot of weight.
Yeah, he's skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny. He's a Skinny Claus. But he didn't have any hair, and he's got that big white beard and mustache.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this guy looked like.
Yeah, and he even had the suspenders on.
Yeah, he did. He even had suspenders on.
Like, the woman, Mrs. Claus had like a little bit of a accent.
Like a German accent or something.
Papa, you need to eat. The children won't recognize
you.
Eat,
eat, she said.
No, Mama.
No, Mama. Okay, so I flipped the rice over. Now I'm going to let it sit for like another 5 minutes. And then once we get to that point, we're going to throw the garlic back in. But it's not over yet. So even though you guys may think it's over, it's not actually going to be over until you see the finished product. Because we have another step that we're going to be doing to this also. But like I said, our Filipino friends, they really know how to cook. I love pretty much anything. Me and the chef both. That's one of the things we have in common. We love foods from Asian countries, Vietnamese food, Chinese food, Malaysian food, Indian food, Filipino food.
Oh, come on, face it. We're fat. We just love food.
No, we don't love all food. And then as this is cooking, Chef's saying, you know what? He goes, I don't know why. He goes, but the smell is making me crave a grilled cheese and garlic sandwich.
We usually have onion on our grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah, I always put onions when I make a grilled cheese. I always put diced up onion on them, kind of like McDonald's little onions. I always put those on when I make a grilled cheese. So that's how we do it here. But anyway, so I'm just going to let this finish browning on that side. And also we're getting closer to 1K subscribers. Now, when we get there and we hold it, because you know, YouTube likes to take your subscribers away sometimes. When they do their audits, if they find out that some channels are bots or they're not really watching, they'll take them away. But when we get to 1,000 subscribers and we maintain it for a week or two, then we're going to be doing Chef's 1,000 subscriber giveaway, which we will provide the details to that when it gets closer to that time. And we're so hoping it happens by Vlogtober, because we would love to be able to. We've got a couple of places in mind that we would like to go to and be able to do a live from our cell phone. Just so that you guys can see things live as it's happening and stuff. So, we'll see. If we get there, we do. If we don't, that's okay. We still got time. Even if it's Vlogmas, we can still do lives at Vlogmas, right? I'm just going to take a peek under here and see. We're almost there. We got a few more minutes left. So I'm going to go ahead and let this finish. And when it's done, we'll be back. Okay, guys, it's been about time now. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this all again. I went ahead and flipped one piece right here, just to make sure that it was done. If you guys can see that nice golden, nice nutty golden brown color, and the smell is just unbelievable. It just smells so good in here right now. Oh, I hear sirens going down our... We don't hear sirens going down our road very often, but sometimes on the weekends or holiday weekends, we have a tendency to hear them more than what we normally would. Don't we, Chef? So I'm just going to break this up a little bit now that we're all good and browned. I'm going to break this up. I'm going to take our garlic that we have here that's golden brown. I'm going to add this back into our pan. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. Yep, I'm going to add that back in there. I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper. Probably about a half a teaspoon of pepper. And the same with salt. Just going to add about a quarter of a teaspoon to a half a teaspoon of salt, depending on your taste. I think I'm going to do a quarter of a teaspoon. Quarter of a teaspoon of salt. And get that in there. And get this all mixed up. You want to get your garlic blended back in with your rice. Again, I'm just going to chop this up in there. And you can add meat to this if you'd like to. Like you can cook some meat separately and add it to this when the rice itself is done, and then kind of blend it together if you want. Typically, a lot of times in the Philippines, they'll actually eat this dish for breakfast. But not just for breakfast, they also eat it for lunch and for dinner. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this cook for a couple of minutes. And the next time I bring you guys back, you're going to see the completed product, and I'll explain to you what I did. But before then, I wanted to show you guys, if any of you guys are looking for the plaid pumpkins at Dollar Tree, you know, the buffalo checked pumpkins, the orange and white checked ones. If you can't find them at the Dollar Tree, go to Walmart, because I got this one at Walmart also. You can see the color of this one. Super, super cute. And these are actually only 98 cents at Walmart. As opposed to $1, these were 98 cents. I loved the color of this one also. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, do the rest of the stuff that I need to do, and we'll bring you back when it's all done. Okay, guys, we're back, and guess who's going to be our taste tester?
I'm always the taste tester.
So here is this is our Sinangag. This is our bawang. I guess you would say bawang Sinangag. My Filipino friends will let me know if that's right or not. But this is our garlic fried rice. And yes, traditionally topped with eggs. So you don't have to have the eggs, but the eggs just, once you crack that yolk, it just makes it a better special something, something, something.
And I don't know if they top theirs with anything, but I am putting some salt and pepper.
Yeah. Well, you can put soy sauce, you can put hot sauce, anything you want. You're still going to have that incredible garlic taste.
That's all the salt I could have, guys, so I got to add a little bit of
his accent
to it. You know, and not just the Filipino people eat this, but I know Peruvian people and stuff. Like rice and eggs are a staple in a lot of countries.
Because we had that at the Peruvian restaurant too. Yeah, wasn't garlicky like that, no, but
rice and eggs are a staple in a lot of countries. A lot of people will have this with the meal, just for the extra protein and carbs, or for the.
And yes, you want to crack your egg open and let that yolk get into that garlic fried rice.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Mix it up a little bit there. Let some of that yolk.
It's so good with, so good at breakfast time, at dinner time, anytime. This is a meal in itself.
Yeah.
Because you've got your protein with your eggs, your grains.
Now, of course, this is more rice, but that Peruvian meal I had that one time, when the first time we went there and I got that, it was a pile of rice about that big with one egg broken over the top of it. It was just boiled rice with a little seasoning in it. But it was part of the steak dinner, so.
And I don't know how many of you watched our video where we made the lumpia and we showed you guys. You like?
They're good.
We showed you guys the new Mountain Dew Voodoo mystery flavor.
We think we figured it out.
Me and the chef has both came to the conclusion. It's one of those telepathic things.
It was on the second day of drinking it.
Yeah, second day of drinking it. We have decided that the flavor is...
Bubblegum.
Bubblegum.
Maybe Bubblicious bubblegum.
I think it's like Bubblicious bubblegum.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what we think. Last year it was Skittles. We think this year it's bubblegum. Yep. Just exactly like I remember it.
Yep.
It's one of those things, and now I haven't made this here. I think maybe I made it like maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
It's one of those things you don't think about. But definitely it's back in our wheelhouse again now. We'll definitely be making this again.
Very good.
Very, very good. So anyway, guys. So now we've made the lumpia.
Have a kiss.
No. You need scope, but that's no joke.
No.
Not a little swallow, but the whole damn bottle.
No.
Definitely. If you're going to eat this with your significant other, make sure you brush your teeth and use a little scope. Because trust me, after they eat this, they're going to want to be kissing on you. They're going to want to be smooching you.
Really good.
So, I will link our lumpia video to this one. I will also link Sarah Jane and Mama Dede's channel.
Remember, tomorrow is Freddie Mercury's 74th birthday if he was still around to be. He's 74 years old.
Tomorrow's Freddie Mercury's birthday. Rest in peace, Freddie. Which it's already his birthday in Zanzibar.
Is it?
Yeah. So happy birthday to the king of rock and roll. And not Elvis. Elvis was the king of rock and roll too, but Freddie was the best frontman, best lead singer a band could ever have. In our opinion. That's our opinion.
That's our opinion.
Okay, guys. Well, we're going to take off. We've got some other things to do. I don't know when Chef's going to make it, but he's got something special that he's going to...
Something quick.
Yeah, something quick.
Something
that he's
quick
going to make.
and fall.
Yeah, something quick and fall. Quick to go from the plate to my stomach. Okay, guys. We will see you back tomorrow when we do... Providing all goes well, we'll be back tomorrow to do recipe number 3 of our Salute to the Philippines. So we'll see you guys in the next video.
See you guys later.
Bye, guys.